Hi. So we are, it's like a pub crawl. We're like doing app crawl right now. um, let me out. Let me out. I've seen the gifts. That's so interesting. I don't have any plans for today. So I think I'm gonna do some live stream to have fun, right? Finally. Yeah, I was curious. Even for me, I'm able to live stream there. There might be a way for you to get on that to go there, I suppose. I love you. There must be a way. I succeeded. I believe you were able to succeed. Right? There must be a way. Welcome. Sandstorm. My name is Leon. I'm a full-time live streamer for 11 years. Welcome, Odidi. Might come back. Yeah. And they might be banned again. Who knows, right? Who knows? And I've succeeded in buying an account, so I'm able to use App Store. Everything can be bought here. Not exactly everything, but most of the stuff. Yeah, maybe it'll work. It'll work. Who knows? You're going to work in a short time. Welcome, everyone. Nice to meet you guys. My name is Leon. I'm a full-time live streamer for 11 years. Now I live in Hangzhou. I see. Thank you guys for your like. Welcome, Oscar. Yo, welcome. My name is Leon. I'm a full-time live streamer for 11 years. Um, I think right now at YouTube, I'm just having fun right now. I was testing on TikTok. Today I was trying to use my visual camera. I was trying to see whether it works, and it worked. Oh, that's near. So I can read poems or we can chat. Both are fine for me because I don't have any plans for today, but I'm going to a road trip and also a business trip to countryside of Hangzhou. So tomorrow I will have plans, so I don't think I'm going to live stream. But on yeah, but on Monday it's like we have our live stream plans. But if I have time, if I don't have any plans, then I'm just gonna live stream for fun. I don't know how to answer that, but I don't know why. Maybe because of the graphic quality. I mean, if you meet me in person, you'll know that I'm not an AI. Is it because maybe maybe I don't know. I'm not very sure that why people think. Oh, it's a compliment. Thank you for for a compliment. Thank you. I do skincare, facial care. I stay at home all the time. Not all the time, most of the time, so I don't get sunburnt. And we take care of our skin, our face, and our hairstyle. I think if you just imagine if you're in China, if you're in Korea, if you're in Japan, the rhythm of life is fast, and people are very competitive, and people are very hardworking. Just like yesterday, I opened my app, and there were like 200 restaurants that didn't close at around 2 a.m. in China. Friends are work for AI because now AI are everywhere. So my takeout food, that yellow scooter, has arrived within 30 minutes. So just imagine right now, there are more than 200 choices of takeout food that I can order. I think that explains. Within 3 kilometers, there are more than 200 restaurants opening right now, and they're able to provide takeout food services. Don't need to mention the restaurants that don't provide takeout food services. So I just can't find words and ways to describe how hardworking and how competitive we are nowadays. Yeah, because AI only does things perfectly. Do you think that reduces people's chances of surviving in nature without civilization? Um, what does that mean? I need to. Do you think that reduces people's chances of surviving in nature without civilization? English is my second language. I'm having trouble understand that question. I'm very sorry about that. So I'm not an AI. I couldn't even understand this question. Oh, I think I get it. I think I get it. They get used to having everything they need so close. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're definitely right. You're definitely right. But I can cook, so I'm fine. But I believe many people without their phone and internet, I ordered house cleaning today on my phone. Maybe $15 for 2 hours cleaning. And I order food from the internet. I order everything from the internet. I bought this shirt on the internet. I bought this cup on the internet. I bought my phone on the internet. Basically, I bought everything I use and I eat on the internet. And right now, we're using internet to live stream, right? So I think that's a very good question. People forget. Sometimes I don't even remember how to write some Chinese characters because I was typing too much. That's a good question. So I think at a certain point, we need to be engaged with, we need to know some basic skills. Otherwise, one day if the internet shut down, hello, welcome. So one day if the internet shut down, then we're not able to get used to the life, right? From Salt Lake City, Utah. Oh, you're from the same city as Heather. Lots of mountains around us, and people can commonly get judged if they don't have outside survival skills. I think, personally speaking, like me, I cook, so I think we need to preserve many survival skills. Like I work out, I do many sports, and I love to fix things, and I like to I like outing, I like trips. I mean, for me, I agree with you. I think we should um, definitely keep our skills, and we shouldn't forget our skills because that day might happen. Lots of novels, lots of movies have already predicted the future, right? One day, if aliens are here, then everything shuts down. Then we have to, find ways to make fire, to cook, to keep food clean and fresh. I was watching many shows, survival shows, like I think there are two famous shows about surviving in the wild. Bay and De D. A guy named with the letter B, and a guy name a guy's name uh, it starts with an B. Yeah, Bear. Yeah, Bear. One of them. I love watching those survival shows like Bear. I mean, what's his name? I think his name is Bear, right? He cooperated with Shaquille O'Neal, with Courtney Cox, even Obama, right? That's Bear, right? Imagine we combine social and survival skills together. Yeah. So yeah, it's a great cooperation. So I've been watching most of the series of Bear, and I think there are many useful techniques, and I love those shows. And the other person whose name starts with a D, another very famous survival show. Yeah, Man vs Wild. I think that's the name. I love watching those shows. I downloaded on my phones so I can watch them when I'm on my airplane. On the airplanes, I can watch them. So I agree with you. Personally speaking, I like to learn survival skills. I like to, practice, or I need to keep those skills in mind. Interesting one. I mean, yeah. So we were talking about we are hardworking as a Chinese. So there. So I was trying to find ways to explain how hardworking we are. I think in the long run, you will get how competitive and how hardworking we are in the future. So in that case, everything we do, we want to do it, you know, with our best attempts. We want to do it best, or like I think we have been discussing this yesterday. Xiao Zhan, right? Xiao Zhan, a famous Chinese actor. So we consider him as a very famous Chinese actor. So everyone who is in the show business or entertainment business, they copy his haircut and style because we think that's market proved, capitalist endorsed, and people liked. You know, Chinese are better at preserving traditions, as they will be better at keeping and teaching those skills to the youth. I think I think most of the culture has been preserved. Yeah, I think like our traditional. I was just reading Chinese poems on TikTok, and we've been learning many traditional Chinese culture since we were kids. So I think um, it's like you said, maybe better than average, but still, in my personal opinion, I think our sense of preserving the culture should be better because nowadays, maybe because of internet or I don't know, maybe some people, the younger generations, they like to chase the trend or something different instead of the traditional culture. Like yesterday, there's a friend here saying that we only if we remember who we are and where we are from, and only if we remember our culture, um, in that way, we're going to be able to have a better sense of ourselves, and then we are able to do stuff better. Otherwise, we might feel lost and confused. You know what I mean? So I think he said pretty well. So I always think that culture is one of the most important thing for a country, for a people, group of people, because without culture, then it's very hard to unite. It's very hard to have that consensus of who we are. Um, so it's like we need to remember our culture, yet we need to have a very have a global view so that um, we can be more perception upper we have more perception of the world. We have a um, what was that word? Horizon. So anyway, in my own opinion, I think on the one hand, we need to remember who we are, where we come from, what our culture is. On the other hand, we need to open our eyes, open our heart, and to embrace all the possibilities, all kinds of people, um, to learn, to share, to communicate, and to help and to unite. And then we can help each other, and then we can achieve something better. At least we can have more new experiences and have fun together. At least um, it's like we know more about this world. We know more about people. So in that case, I suppose that life is more meaningful and more uh, diversified. Because I believe life is about experiences, especially healthy, valuable, meaningful new experiences. So, um, so that's what I believe. Everyone has everyone's thought. So this is my thought. I can't represent a group of people. I'm just representing myself. But we were talking about. I think I can say that many Chinese are very hardworking. Welcome, Sona. And so we want to try to perfect ourselves. We want to better ourselves. Hey, welcome. Welcome to Yaspi. Welcome, Krish. Oh, we have so many new friends today. Welcome. My name is Leon. I have been live streaming for 11 years. I'm new here. I've been live streaming for Chinese fans during the past 11 years. And I've just started doing live streams internationally. So I'm new here, and I thank you guys for your support, especially our old friends. And yeah, I mean, if you have anything you want to ask, anything you want to know, or things that I can help, you can let me know. I love live streaming. I love making friends. So we were talking about why I look AI because let me tell. Maybe you can. Do you think Xiao Zhan looks like AI? Do you guys think Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo looks like AI? What is my father's name? Um, it's in Chinese, so his last name is the same as mine. It's Zhang. Welcome. Thank you, Sona. Welcome. We have so many friends from India. And do you think Xiao Zhan looks like an AI? Camera too good. This I have a Sony A7S3 4K camera. I see. So when you use AI to create a picture, it has how to say that? When your camera when someone is between the camera and the view, then the view might be blurred. What do you how do you describe that situation? So when AI makes pictures, the background is blurry. And when you use a 4K camera and the background is blurry. Yeah, I'm using a green screen because it's like a very typical stuff in China right now. I think that's a cultural thing. If you want to be a very successful live streamer in China, you will have to be using a green screen. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for likes. Thank you guys for subscription. I'm 33. We don't. So I'm using an official VPN. Yeah, AI is not that advanced right now. we're talking about here would be good if I know. We were talking about culture, and we were talking about life is about experiences, I think. Welcome. We use Chinese TikTok, which is called Douyin, and uh, we were, yeah, we were discussing this before that maybe East Asian doesn't age that much. It's like a genetics thing. I'll give heartwarming welcome in China. If you're in China, if you're in my city, I live near the airport, so I can receive you guys, and we can go directly to a great restaurant. Welcome. Hi. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, I should let the people on HT know that I'm live streaming on YouTube. Come to India. I haven't been to India before, but I think I will someday in the future because I have many friends in India. Welcome. Nice to meet you guys. Assalamu alaikum. That's Arabian, right? Your name? I know Bangladesh. About traditional food in China. It depends because different areas have their own traditional food. Um, I wash my face and then water, serum, cream, and lotion, cream, and then eye cream, and I eat collagen and I drink many nutritious food for the skin, and and I don't usually be exposed in the sun. We don't answer private questions in the live stream. Very sorry about that. Thank you, Sally. That's so nice of you. I would love to go to so if I go to India, if I go there by plane, I'm gonna arrive at Mumbai. So in my hometown, we eat a lot of fish. Because my hometown is not a it's a big city, but it doesn't have a long history. It's like a city near the sea, a coastal city, a new city. I wish my new English teacher will as handsome as you. And they're just saying that the more good looking your English teacher is or your language teacher is, then you will have a better score. Mumbai. Okay. Oh, thank you. Dhaka? Dhaka. Where is Dhaka? Oh, welcome, Simon. So, yeah, I was live streaming on TikTok and now I'm here. Oh, I see. I want to travel around the world. Today I don't have any plans, so I live stream for fun today. And I'll be live streaming on Monday again. Yeah, Assam. of course. Um, so tomorrow I'm going to a road and business trip in the countryside of Hangzhou. I think we're gonna have a picnic there. Okay, enjoy your day. Is China that advanced or just facade? What does that mean? Let me check. I think we as people sometimes we cannot see the whole picture. I'm a business owner. I mean, I can't represent anyone. I can only represent myself. If you want to know how China is, you can come to China and see for yourself. Because I think we are all perceiving or knowing something in our own angle. I see. Thank you for your translation. I mean, we have robots delivering food, we have drones delivering food, we have electric, you know, battery charging bench. So, and we have so many high tech stuff, but that's just a phenomena. I mean, if you really want to get to know China, you can come to China and see whether it's advanced or not. I think it's very hard for me to give you a whole picture because China is very big, right? So there are big cities and there are rural areas, right? I think as long as it's a place, it has crimes, but at least I feel very safe in my city, personally speaking. I can leave things at my door, and sometimes I dropped a diamond bracelet, and someone picked up and gave back to me in Hangzhou. Uh, I was cooperating with the boss of a coffee company, and I dropped my diamond bracelet at the step of his office, and he tried to find it for me, and no one picked that up. It was the diamond bracelet lied on the floor for 3 hours, and then the boss of that company picked that up and mailed it back to me. Maybe someone didn't see it. Oh, welcome, welcome, Clara. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to get to know China, I think you should come here because I can't represent why people in China looks white. Because, like I said, we're very competitive. We want to be white. I think that's a cultural thing. Maybe it's not wrong or right, it's just cultural. People want to get white. I mean, most people. Hi, welcome. China have that social credit thing. Is that real? If you don't behave, they cut your social credit points. Um, we have that on Alipay, or I have a number. I can show it to you. I have like a credit. It's like a digital credit. So right now my credit point is 810. It is calculated judging from my, whether I pay back my money or stuff like that, whether I give back stuff. So I'm 810 now. My point is, it's relatively high, I think. Is Chinese beauty standards really toxic as it seems on internet? How do you mean toxic? I mean, it's very competitive, of course. Which Asian country or rule is considered the oldest? You mean history? Tariff. I'm not very familiar with tariff. Credit score, rulership. Um, I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I know the history, so I think there are many oldest Asian civilization. Yeah, you could Google. I think because I'm not a historic history major. I I know many ancient civilizations, but I'm not very sure which is first and which is second. You in the U.S. you have scores too, so that's a good way to operate stuff. I think. Welcome. Nice to meet you guys. My name is Leon. I'm very happy today we have so many new friends here. Glad to know you. Nice to meet you. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I don't know everything. I mean, I can answer what I can, what I'm able to answer, right? So I guess maybe I can see some comments. Welcome, Safina. How are you so calm and well mannered? I have never imagined that you ever get angry. That's a very good question. I've been around. I'm 34 this year. I've been a live streamer for 11 years. Just imagine if you have been live streaming for 11 years. From the first day you live stream, there will be internet violence and haters in the live stream room. They want to get you angry. They want to make you angry. And they want to get under your nerve. So after 11 years of live streaming, and after many lives experience, I'm from China. Um, you know, my father died of cancer 5 years ago. My mom now has cancer because they had me in their old age. When I was born, my father was 45. My father was born in 1946, and my mother was born in 1955. So when I was very young, I knew when I was in primary school, I knew I need to take responsibility for my family. And right now, I think from my primary school years, I've been learning, I've been used to taking up responsibilities. I think that's a way for you to get mature and for you to try to always be rational, or at least you're not angry, because for me, anger doesn't solve anything. Anger only causes bad outcome. Anger doesn't solve anything. Anger makes people's body health worse, their emotion worse, and it doesn't solve anything. It's not valuable. I think I've been trained. Oh, you know that college entrance examination? Do you know college entrance examination in China, which is very hard? I don't think the system has been sending me all the comments of yours. I might miss some comments of yours. I mean, it's a very competitive entrance examination for college, if you have heard about it. I can't use words to describe how fierce that was. And I was always the first place in my class when I was in my junior high school, and I was always the first in my second in my class when I was in 高考, yeah, 高考, college entrance examination. I was always the first place in my junior high school, and I was around the second or the third in my class when I was in senior high school. So, in order to become the best at every examination in a very competitive, very fierce competition, your mentality has been trained. We usually have an examination every month, and then there will be a midterm examination, there will be another end term examination. So at every examination, when the paper was delivered in front of me, I knew that I had to try to have 100 mark or full percentage of the mark. So that was kind of a training when I was a student. And then after graduation, I created my own company. I'm a business owner for 11 years. So if you have a company that survives for more than 11 years, then you know how hard is it to run a company and to keep it alive under such environment and economy circumstances around the world. So I think examinations, entrepreneurship, live streaming, they all train me to be well mannered, to be rational, or to be, to behave well, to be polite, and never lose my reserve and temper. I think I was saying before in the live stream, right? The more successful a Chinese guy is, he will be more serious and strict because he knows that the less he speaks, the less error he will make. So he's I think a very successful Chinese guy will be very strict and serious, very cautious. He speaks a little, and that's like a tradition or a culture, I think. How do you handle all that pressure? When you're used to that pressure, then it's all right. Your brain works different when you're angry. Yeah, when you're angry, you are not thinking about the logic and the reason and the solutions. Sometimes our anger will be caused by others. Somebody just wants to drive us mad, right? Especially for a live streamer. There are so many haters, so many internet violence right now. Some people, they just love to swear to a live streamer nowadays. Are there any tips to handle that kind of pressure? That's a very good question, because I do believe that many of my classmates, they were not able to handle that pressure. So they didn't behave well. They didn't have a nice score in the Gaokao, in the college entrance examination. I think for me, there's a very nice line. There are very nice lines in that movie, The Last Samurai. Have you watched that movie before? The movie called The Last Samurai. You have too much mind. You think of sword, you think of your enemy, you think of how people look at you. No mind. So I think that's the key to handle your pressure. Then I will recommend this movie for you. Many Minds. Yeah, the name of the movie is The Last Samurai, played by Tom Cruise. I think that's one of my favorite movies. Maybe the best 3 of my favorite movies. And I think too many minds will definitely make you more nervous or more stressed. If I want to handle my pressure, either I go to sleep or I will do other stuff, not to think about it, and trying to be prepared. Uh, I mean, as a live streamer, I have a certain clothes style, right? Our best always humble and respect. It depends. I mean, there are always polite people and impolite people everywhere, right? Everywhere there are good people, there are impolite people. Hi, welcome, Pallavi. Welcome, everyone. Nice to meet you guys. So, questions are welcomed. Nice to meet you guys. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to like. Thank you. I know Amir Khan. His movies are the best. He's very famous in China indeed. Three Idiots and Wrestle, and also that the girl who have been successful on YouTube. So his movies are very famous, popular in China. I heard The Last Samurai. Yeah, I mean, I think each person has his or her own characteristics. We can't say whose characteristic is better or not. Everyone has his or her own lifestyle and way of life, right? So in our culture, I think there is like a standard of success. I think there are standards of success. So people tend to follow that doctrine of the ways to success. So for us, we just want to be more polite, more humble, more helpful, more valuable. How to become successful businessman? What's your best learning and advice to make successful business? That falls to my profession. If you want to have a successful business, the first thing is that you have to know what business is. Business is about two things. First, profit or cash flow, profit. The second thing is that your stock price. So many people, if they want to start a company, if they don't think of cash flow or stock price, sometimes they just invest and invest and invest. They invest their time, their energy, their money inside their business, but they don't think of the cost and the profit. So sometimes many new beginners who starts their own businesses, they will neglect the profit. So they think that what they're doing is right, and they're very confident. And one day they check the account, they check the numbers, the data. They found that they've been losing money. So I think that's very important for a beginner. If you want to start your own business, you have to know the idea of profit. Without profits, without the increase of your stock price, your company won't survive. And always remember, if you want to have your own business, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to start your own business, survival is the most important thing about your company or your business. So I can say this forever, because I teach people how to do business, and they pay for me. They pay money for me to teach them how to do business. Welcome everyone. Nice to meet you guys. My name is Leon. I'm a full-time live streamer in China, and thank you guys for your likes. Thank you guys for watching. And let's see whether this live stream and the live stream yesterday adds up to the watch hours. Thank you guys for your subscription. Thank you. In business, sometimes people are trying to take advantage of you. How you handle that? That's a very good question, because in business, it's like in a battlefield. Each company is a banner. Each banner, they fight against each other to get more profit. So I think it's very important that you know your strength, what you can do best, and that is your strength. And your opponent is a threat. So just remember what your opponent is good at and what you are good at, or what you're best at and what your opponent is best at. And then you try to strengthen and try to increase your strength. And then if your strength is enough, your strength is powerful, then people can't copy you and people can't take advantage of you that easy. That's one way. And second thing is that there are all kinds of lies in business world. So in business, if you're a boss and if you're talking to another boss, or if you're fighting with another boss, then you have to be careful and always try to try not to say things about your business secrets, your business model, because some people, they want to learn from you. So if you're here, please say hello, because I think many people are here, but if you haven't said anything, then I don't know you're here. I do education, I do e-commerce, I do MCN. Okay, welcome, Pallavi. Yeah, YouTube is like this. If you don't say anything, then I won't know you're here. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. Maybe the questions now are very professional. Okay, so do you guys have any questions? Anything you want to say? Yeah, because I guess because our questions are too professional, then many people are not able to join the conversation. It's okay. It will work eventually. No worries. I'm 181. Yeah. I'm relatively tall among my friends. I'm here for listening you and your poetry. I see. Then I can start with a poem. Suddenly I'm a business major class. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that maybe the topic is very professional. So it's a topic that's hard for people to join. That's the things that I teach at my class. I teach people how to do business. Okay, let's return from business class to literature class, shall we? So this poem is called Tessilia. I hope I can play some background music, but apparently I don't have the copyright. Business reels. I don't think that's my talent. Otherwise, I should have a big company by now. But I have my principles and standards. I don't lie in my business. I don't lie to my customer. Maybe that's why I can't make a big business, because I think big businessmen, the boss of the big corporations, they sometimes don't have principles. But I have principles. So if I have to choose between principle and profit, I will choose principle. But I believe many bosses of many big corporations, they will choose profit over principle. So that's why I don't consider myself a very successful businessman, even though I know how to do a business, but there are things that I won't do. So I'm not qualified. I know how to do business, but sometimes I won't choose the wrong path for me. I have Twitch, but it seems that they don't give me newcomers on Twitch. I was live streaming on Twitch the other day. I'm not AI. Let's start a poem. It's called Tucedia. Drink to me, only with thine eyes, and I will pledge with mine. I'll leave a kiss but in the cup, and I'll not look for wine. The thirst that from the soul doth rise, doth ask a drink divine. The might eye of Jove's nectar sup, I will not change for thine. I send thee late a rosy wreath, not so much honouring thee, as given in the hope that there it cannot with it be. And many say they're not for profit, yet their actions tell a different story. That's true. So actions speak louder than words. Like, I have a friend, she is a live streamer as well. She is a social influence in China. She says she's a high-end live streamer, but she sells crap on the internet. So I despise her because she said she is a high-end, graceful, elegant live streamer, social influence on the internet, but she sells things less than $1 or $2, you know? So how come you sell $1 stuff on the internet and you consider yourself a high-end live streamer? So yeah, I mean, actions speak louder than words. No matter what you say, people's eyes are true. I never heard of a snake oil. Thank you, Palavi. Thank you. But thou there didst only breathe, and sentest it back to me. Since when it grows and smells, I swear, not of itself, but thee. Thank you. Term used for people who sell items with a description to do some type of miracle or cure something, but they work. I see. So, you know, there are stuff with brands, there are goods without brands, and sometimes the goods without brands. I see. I know what you mean. I mean, although sometimes some goods, they look the same, but the quality is not the same at all. So sometimes there will be a cheap copy for that product, so it will be very cheap, and that goods is without brand. And there are so many people that want to get rich. Have you seen those before? Maybe on TikTok, people selling very cheap stuff, very, very cheap stuff. And they look exactly the same with things that you're using, which are more expensive. Like a cheap stuff tactic, but actually the things are not that good. Maybe you use it for twice and then it breaks. And then you get it and it doesn't even do what they, yeah. So I never sell stuff I think that's so cheap, and it's not possible that they have the function that you described, and they are of low quality because they're so cheap. So that's one of the ways to distinguish a streamer or a social influence. They say they're high end live streamers. They say they're true, genuine live streamers, but they sell crap. So how come they sell crap and they're genuine live streamers? They're not. Yeah, those cheaply made items, they sell them and they say they're high end, good, genuine, sincere, great live streamer. I don't buy that. I mean, do you use the things that you sell? Does it break when you use it like twice or three times? Right? So I believe in brands. I think the brands have more responsibility because they are tested through the years. And because they live up to their words, because their actions speaks louder than words. Their actions speak louder than words. So I always tell people if you want to know a person's real character, you might have to take more than 3 years to observe his actions, to listen to what he speaks, and just to compare what he speaks and what he does, whether that matches. It works all the time. You just check whether a person will do what he says. If a person fails to do the things that he promised for like 2 times or 3 times, then that person might not be trustworthy. That's my standard. I stay away from the people who can't keep their promises. I've been live streaming for 11 years, so live streaming has become one of my ways of life. Great, your stream quality. You really think you're not real? It's okay. I mean, if you think I'm valuable, I think you're gonna stay, ask me questions, and let me help you. If someone thinks that I'm an AI, I'm not valuable, then he or she can go, right? I can't let everyone like me. I can't let everyone understand me. I can't let everyone follow me. I can only speak what I believe to be true and what I believe to be meaningful and valuable, and see whether there are people who think that what I say is valuable, what I do is valuable. So I think after 11 years of live streaming, I think value is the core of a live stream. It depends on emotional value or information value or knowledge value, stuff like that. Why is I have a rule that I don't closely associate with anyone unless I have seen him. They coordinate themselves while facing adversity. Yeah, I preferably seeing them very angry because that's who they are. Yeah. So I stay away from people who gets angry easily, who can't control their temper, who, when they get angry, they can't control their emotion and do terrible stuff, damaging stuff, dangerous stuff. Why would it matter if he was AI? If he's adding value to your life, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, I think that's very wise what you said. How may I address you? How may I call you? 3V07 from Utah. How may I call you? How may I address you? Anyway, I would say that just think about it. If one person wants to be a better person, one person wants to be, one person tries to be a better person at every moment. This is a very philosophical question. do you think that a better person means that person is close to AI? I've been thinking about this question. Like, if I want to be a better person, or if I want to be more valuable, then I'm going to train myself. I'll have discipline, self discipline. Then maybe one day I'm very like an AI. So what's the difference? I've been thinking of this question, and then I know. Um, I think for many people, even though they're very close to be an AI, I mean, the ability wise, but I think I have one standard, and that is to see whether that person will help you, and sometimes he or she forgets the cost while helping you. I think that is one thing that I think human is different from the AI, because AI won't keep helping you forever. I mean, or I think AI can lie. But sometimes if a person has a very high self-discipline, this guy seldom lies. But I think when I was communicating with an AI can lie all the time. I don't know. I still need more testing because AI is developing. I would never trust an AI, but I would trust a person. So the difference would be an AI never crossed that line, but a person would cross that line. Somehow he or she forgets the cost while providing his or her value. So that's one standard. I will keep finding standards. So that is two. That are two questions. Those are two questions. One, if a person tries to be a better person day by day, whether he or she will be like AI more and more. And secondly, how do you distinguish an AI from a real person, like say in 10 years or in 20 years or in 30 years? So these are two questions that I've been thinking of. Let me read the comments. Thank you guys. Welcome. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you guys for your support, and don't forget to follow. And I'll be live streaming on YouTube very often. And why would it matter? Leon is AI. Was what best financial advice you received? I've received many financial advice. I think I can't tell which one is the best. There are so many people trying to help me because I try to share my value. It's comfortable and easy for you. It is spelling the word involved with numbers and stuff. People love authenticity. So, and the guys, you're too perfect, so they can't differentiate. Yeah, you're right. Because nowadays, I think AI is in our lives. So people would think that the things are perfect will be related to AI. And so there's a trend that toxic and viral contents are so low end because in that way people won't think that's AI, I suppose. Anyway, these are three very philosophical questions. Now it's 1:50 a.m. in China. I don't think I'm going to work these questions out. Anyway, we had a great conversation, and I hope everyone is having a good time in the live stream. At least you're receiving some value, no matter emotional value or. I think today our live stream is very philosophical and very constructive. It's very meaningful today. Thank you. So how do I call you? 3VO. How may I address you? And I've been live streaming in China for 11 years, and I will keep live streaming in China as long as I am able to live stream. Evolve. Okay. Evolve. Oh, I didn't see that comments. I think this system is eating many comments. So I'm sure I'm missing many comments because I'm using an OBS. And even when I'm live streaming on the website, I think I have missed many comments. I can control my yawns. I touched my nose just now. I usually don't do that if I'm in a very serious live stream. 3 is Z. I see. Evolve. Oh, that might be the topic of our live stream today. Evolve. So, I just want to be an international live streamer in the future. I'm still working hard towards that goal. And thank you guys for your help. I mean, I'll be a blind bird if without your guys' help. You guys help. Because I know nothing about YouTube. I know nothing about TikTok. I know nothing about Instagram. I know nothing about Twitch. I know nothing about anything. We don't have these. I just had my official VPN last month, so I just started everything. I hope that one day there will be more people coming to our live streams, and there will be more value exchanging, and also usually I would be reading poems and singing in the live stream, but today we have many new friends here, so we are discussing a new topic, which is great, I think. What do you guys think? I think different topics and different contents in live streams will make the live stream more sophisticated, more diversified. See, I'm touching my nose right now. I don't want to. If it is a very serious live stream, I won't do that. I would just endure that itchy. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You learned business and finance today. That's for sure. I'm going to challenge you to, on one of your streams, is off the top or open mic type poems. What does that genre mean? Open mic type poems off the top. You make it up on the spot. That's very hard, especially if I'm going to do it in English. Oh, welcome, Lisha. I'm not a poet, so, and also English is my second language. I think the poems I write might be like the poems that American primary school students write. Oh, you made it, yeah, just to have fun. It might be fun because it's like a challenge for native Chinese to do that. That is very fun. Yeah. I like to write, but I haven't practiced writing in a long time. I emphasize more on performance. Yeah. Sally is from Texas and she's a poet. I think she can do the job. So today I was practicing singing. Then I get bored, and then I started live streaming. That will be difficult. And such. I'm still practicing. Because right now I think I still have difficulties in forming my sentence, and also there are so many grammar mistakes in my speech. That's something that I need to improve in the future. It's very hard because now I'm 34. I'm not as good as before in terms of language learning. Poem earlier sound like a European accent. Thank you. That's why I said I emphasize more on performing side. I haven't watched Squid Game, but because I'm too busy, I guess. It was very interesting today. I was reading a movie lines for a German person on TikTok today when I was testing there. It was very interesting. He or she is from Germany, and I was reading German movie lines to him or her. So I emphasize more on the performance and accents, maybe. So, yeah, you can teach me your accents no matter where you are from. I love accents. And when I was, my bachelor's degree was English literature. My master's degree was applying linguistics. So I do think that there is a language equality and also accent equality. All accents and all languages are equal. I don't know karate, but I know a little kung fu. Little. And I can do Kung Fu Panda, as you guys know, right? And I was performing these lines for a German friend today. Wir waren 5 Freunde. Wir dachten, wir könnten uns vor der Träumen verabschieden. I know Tai Chi, but I haven't learned Tai Chi before. This is I know just one move. I should learn it. It seems that it's healthy to do that. Gute. Wir scheren es zusammen. Wir kommen zu Weihnachten zur Kirche in diesem Raum. Yeah, impressions like Kung Fu Panda. I'm gonna do this. I mean, how can Kung Fu stop something? Stops Kung Fu. Remember, Dragon Warrior, anything is possible when you have inner peace. I'm not a master, but let's just run level 0. No, there's no such thing as level 0. My first part-time job was voice acting in English 15 years ago. Thank you, Alicia, for your compliment. And I like to imitate Optimus Prime. Like, you picked the wrong planet. Give me your face. I am Optimus Prime. Before time began, there was the cube. And also War of Warcraft. Drink hell's scream. Claim your destiny. You will all be conquerors. What gold dawn must we give in return? Yeah, it's middle of the night. I can't be too loud. And I do like Lord of the Ring. Sons of Gondor and Rohan my brothers. Nice seeing your eye, the same fate that would take the heart of me. And also, you should not pause. Go back to the shadow. Every time popped up. And, yeah. We dwarfs are natural sprinters. Michael Vane. Aragon, I was run to despair. I love all kinds of movie impressions. This is just a little bit. And also Venom. We are Venom. Yeah. Yeah. But the reason why I haven't become a voice actor was because it was too tiring. Yes. Today I got paid to record a commercial. I think I got paid like maybe $0.2 per word. Yeah. So unless I get paid, I don't do voiceovers anymore or voice acting anymore because it's a damage to my throat. But I would like to do for you guys because you guys are my friend. I seldom perform these because, especially the Wars of Warcraft and Venom, I think it's when you perform Lord of the Ring or Optimus Prime or Kung Fu Panda. Oh no, Kung Fu Panda is a little bit difficult for the throat because you have to squeeze your voice. But Optimus Prime, it's like you're singing an opera, so it's fine. Yeah, like Wars of Warcraft, like Kung Fu Panda, Poe. No matter if you how to say that, too much. How to say that word? If you open your vocal cord, like Optimus Prime, like before time began. If you're like singing an opera, then it's not too much of a hurt. But if you squeeze your voice, if you do that monster or orc voice, then it's definitely a damage. So that's with cost. Okay, now I'm gonna check the comments because English is my second language. Yeah, the reason why I didn't become a voice actor was because I think 1 week of voice acting would make my throat on fire. I think the things that I can say and the things that I read are more valuable than voiceover or voice acting itself. But it's always fun doing that, especially to show this talent to my friends. Drunken Master. Oh, I've. It's an old movie by Jackie Chan, right? Jackie Chan. Low voices with a yeah. So I seldom do them unless it's like a treat of dinner cuisines for my friends. SpongeBob. Yeah. So voice acting is a very tough job. I think, especially I admire Seth of Family Guy very much because he does so many characters in Family Guy for almost 20 seasons. That guy is very talented. Sometimes we say talented, we not only mean that that person can do something well, we also mean that person is very healthy. Like he has a very long career. I've never learned practice that, but maybe I can take it as a request. I can do it in the future maybe. So um, So anyway, voice acting is fun, but it's I think it costs your throat to do that. So I don't advise people to become a voice actor. No matter how famous you are, people won't remember you. Very hard to remember you. Ton of voice acting. Yeah, I don't know how he he does that. He did that, you know. Yeah, Mina Kunis is the Mag's voice. Yeah. Shut up, Meg. Remember the lines. It's a very interesting cartoon, and um, yeah, voice acting is fun, but it's hard. So I admire Seth very much because he does so many characters for so many years. Shin Chan, is that a character from that movie, Drunken Master? I haven't practiced Thanos. I have to do some practice before I do a character. Do you know I get my name Leon from a game called Resident Evil 4? The voice actor of Uncle Hero from Avatar, The Last Airbender. Yeah, I think voice actors are very great because they're behind the scene. They're hard to be remembered, but they do their job very sincerely. Okay, I see. Um, so his voice is like this. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So the voice of Leon S. Kennedy would be like this. That's I think the one that I imitate the voice and the language. 1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year. It was the year of these crazy murders occurring in the Ockley Mountain. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that was the fault of the secret viral experiment conducted in the secret viral pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. 6 years have passed that incident. Follow me. Wait. Ashley, where are you? The story of my life. So there are so many people who likes Biohazard, but I don't think many people who would remember the voice actor of Leon S. Kennedy. Right now, I even forget his name. Is his name David or Andy? Something? And I love. Right. That's Matthew McConaughey or Jim Carrey. Alrighty then. and um, and I love the voice actors in Dark Souls, the game, Dark Souls 3, and also Witcher 3. So we can talk about voice acting forever. That's one of my interests. And I get paid by doing that, although sometimes I have to consider about the amount of the pay because uh, too much cost for my throat. I make vlogs. I think there are a lot of my vlogs on YouTube right now. Um, but I'm very busy. I I I mean, I live stream for Chinese every weekday, and I do 3 live streams every day. So I don't even have the time to film or to make vlogs. I can only record some vlogs when I was on a trip or something, or my recordings of the live stream. I should look into Mako from Avatar. Um, do you mean the movie Avatar or another Avatar? I love the movie Avatar. It was my favorite. It is my favorite. Number one. And then it's Lord of the Ring and Titanic and The Last Samurai. Do you believe a man can change his destiny? I believe a man does what he can until his destiny is revealed. I see. Last Airbender. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna check it out. I mean, I have so much talents and performances that I want to present to the world because I only live stream in China. So I hope that there will be more people in the world knowing my talents and enjoying my performances in the future. Uh, I'm not good at promotion. I'm good at performances, so that's a shortcoming of mine. Um, I like to focus on content making, but I'm not very talented at promotion. Or because I'm too sincere, it's not good for promotion. You know, sometimes you have to be very exaggerate, and you have to have a thick face to promote yourself. Sometimes I just want to use my genuine heart to trade genuine hearts. That's a slow process, but I think that's effective because I emphasize the value I can give to people instead of exaggerating promotions and advertisements. Oh, it's an anime. Marco is a great VA. I consider myself already a little bit famous in China right now, but still, I'm like a baby on the world stage because during the past 11 years, I haven't done anything on international apps. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'm being complimented so much today. I'm so happy. Thank you. You know, usually I would be reading poems and singing and performing, but today I think I have shared a lot of my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoy my chit chat. One of the oldest active actor, a voice actor, is a Chinese American guy. Anyway, I forget how we brought up the topic of voice acting, but I love voice acting, but right now I need to take my uh how to say that, my career life, my the length of my career into consideration, so I don't do voice acting that much anymore. I seldom do voice acting right now unless it's necessary, unless I have to, or unless I'm going to show it to the friends. And I think, I believe there will be more people in the world who will enjoy my performance and my live streams, right? It's just right now, I don't have the capital or the cash to promote myself efficiently. And also, I have to take monetization into consideration. Right now on YouTube, I still need so many watch hours. And on TikTok, I still have to wait for next Wednesday to see whether they are going to transfer the balance into my account automatically. It said so on the app. They said the balance will be transferred automatically, but still I have to check it out next Wednesday. So lots of stuff remain to be figured out. And also I don't know how many fans it requires on Instagram to monetize, and also Twitch. Twitch is a little bit hard for me because they require me filling in their tax form, which I don't have an American address and I don't have an American phone number. He was also in Kung Fu Panda. Asian American, Chinese American guy. Was he the voice actor of Wu Gui, Master Wu Gui? Yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it's called the present. I don't know whether I never checked. Let me check. Oh, yeah. I think Randall Duck Kim, Hawaii, Honolulu. Randall Duck Kim, Chinese American, born in Hawaii. Oh, Kung Fu Panda, Among the Shadows, Homecoming, Anna and the King, Dragon Ball, Year of the Fish, Matrix. Wow, I didn't know. Oh, he was even in the Homelander. And there's another one. Oh, oh, I think it's him. Randall Duck Kim. Duke Kim. Duck Kim. We have been live streaming for 1 hour and 40 minutes, and it's 2:20 in China in the morning. So I think we have to call it a day. And don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'm gonna write down my Insta. And you guys can follow me there, so we can chat there. Thank you, Evolve. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, I think I'm missing many comments due to the technical difficulties. Anyway, thank you guys for your support. I think I'll be back on Monday. And good night. 晚安. Have a nice day. Have a nice one. Enjoy your weekends. Hope to see you again next time. Don't forget to follow and don't forget to open your bell icon so that you can receive the notification. Oh, James Hong played Mr. Ping. So lots of Chinese Americans voice actors in that movie. Okay, so remember to open your bell icon so you can receive the notification of my live stream on YouTube. And thank you. See you next time. And stay tuned. Check out my videos, check out my live streams in the future. And thank you. See you next time. Stay healthy, stay happy. Bye bye.